second week of February 2017. Skywatchers from across the globe are sharing photos and video footage of a giant celestial body that has entered our solar system on a path that will bring it ever closer to Earth. Take a look at this incredible footage captured on January 31st from the Philippines, which certainly appears to show a second sun that is getting closer with each passing day. Now take a look at this footage from the 4th of January. The second sun could clearly be seen in a video capture from Boston. Once it arrives into our immediate solar system between Jupiter and Mars, its effects on our planet will be unimaginable. By presenting this footage to you, it provides an opportunity for truth seekers to further comprehend the reality of the situation that confronts us. The closer it gets, the more chaotic our weather will be, creating atmospheric instability and magnetic interference with the Earth's core, leading to violent Earth changes and the eventual shifting of the crust due to the immense gravitational effects of a massive planet in our neighborhood. volcanic unrest has now hit new proportions across the world, becoming more frequent and more violent with each passing day, as the video from a Colima volcano in Mexico would suggest. Just in the first week of February, a number of violent volcanic eruptions have taken place. In late December of 2016, a mass of bizarre orange light illuminated the evening skies over one community in Brazil. Numerous shocked individuals can be seen standing around taking photos of the strange phenomenon. There are many who believe that this is a sign of things to come, and for good reason, as they have personally witnessed the signs manifest in the skies. For them, it is a sure bet that what is seen cannot be denied. Here is a recent manifestation that appeared in the skies over Tonga, and what some claim to be a message from the heavens. Is this a trickery of the eyes or a warning to all of humanity for what is coming our way? It is all in the eyes of the beholder. But if the signs are not enough to convince you that something unexplained, misunderstood, or incomprehensible is causing great upheaval here on the earth, maybe the real possibility of a magnetic pole shift happening in our lifetime will grab your attention. The Earth's magnetic poles are on the verge of changing, and we are totally unprepared for this event when it takes place. Earth's magnetic field surrounds our planet like an invisible force field, protecting life from harmful solar radiation by deflecting charged particles away. Geomagnetic reversals occur on average a handful of times in the course of 1,000,000 years. The last full reversal occurred around 780,000 years ago. The alteration in the magnetic field during a reversal will weaken its shielding effect, allowing heightened levels of radiation on and above the Earth's surface. Were this to happen today, the increase in charged particles reaching Earth would result in increased risk for satellites, aviation, and ground-based electrical infrastructure. The so-called Halloween storm of 2003 caused local electricity grid blackouts in Sweden. It required the rerouting of flights to avoid communication blackout and radiation risk, and disrupted satellites and communication systems. But this storm was minor in comparison with other storms of the recent past, such as the 1859 Carrington event, which caused aurora as far south as the Caribbean. Earth's magnetic field is generated within the liquid core of our planet by the slow churning of molten iron. Like the atmosphere and oceans, the way in which it moves is governed by the laws of physics. We should therefore be able to predict the weather of the core by tracking this movement, just like we can predict real weather by looking at the atmosphere and the ocean. But pinning down an exact date for this event to occur is much like trying to determine an exact time frame for the arrival of Planet X. It just cannot be done. And like those who have previously made time predictions, they are fooling both themselves and those who anticipate the happening. But what we do know with a certainty is that the Earth is experiencing changes that will dramatically affect our future way of life on this planet. The reason why we present these videos for your review is so that you may have an opportunity to see and know what is developing across the planet. Because much of the science of what is happening geographically and atmospherically is slipping through the cracks by the media that we have entrusted to inform us and help us. It is viewers and followers like yourselves that through your own individual investigation and research have assisted us in our efforts to inform those with an open mind in relation to Earth and climate changes that are now taking place across the planet. So with that in mind, let's look at some of those individual contributions by viewers like yourselves, many of which never cease to amaze me. If nothing else, it helps keep us aware of our surroundings, while at the same time, it reminds us of the mysteries of the universe, which many of us have previously never taken the time to learn about. The Earth's weather and climate conditions are progressively getting worse by the day. We see the effects of climate change on multiple scales. Bizarre snowstorms in the Arabian Desert and the southern Mediterranean. Spring-like temperatures in much of the United States in both January and into February of this year. Apocalyptic wildfires across Chile. And killer heat waves in Australia. Now take a look at the image posted in the Sydney Morning Herald for February the 8th. Does the entity seen above the sun look familiar? Maybe the major world newspapers are now joining the fringe element in photoshopping an imaginary planet. Or are they? The world has never seen anything like what we are witnessing in 2017, coming from above and from right here on Earth. On February the 7th, a massive F2 tornado ripped through a large sector of East New Orleans, causing extensive damage. New Orleans has seen their share of devastation dating back to Katrina in 2005. But they are not accustomed to tornado devastation. The drone video shows the extent of the damage, this being just one of 6 tornadoes that caused havoc in Louisiana on this date. Fireballs are becoming a major concern as the Planet X system draws closer. More of these thunderous rocks from space are entering the Earth's atmosphere, creating loud noises and causing buildings and homes to shake. This video shows an incoming meteor fireball that shot across the Chicago skyline on February the 6th and ended up in Lake Michigan. Fireballs are not the only thing that is lighting up the night sky. Something else is illuminating the sky, and it is happening just after sunset. Watch how darkness begins to set in from this location in Italy on February the 4th at approximately 17 and 28 hours. When suddenly the camera picks up a light source that brightens the sky. This is not a malfunction of the camera lens, since this is a light phenomena that I have witnessed just recently from my home in Louisiana. As the sun sets, darkness begins to settle in, when suddenly the skyline becomes brighter. Now, it seems to me, if you're an astute observer of the sky, that this observed atmospheric anomaly is not normal. It can only be explained as a light source that is originating from somewhere other than our own sun. Atmospheric anomalies come in many forms. Some are rare natural occurrences that can be explained in logical scientific terms. But sometimes there are observations that cannot be explained. They do not fit into the category of natural science. This phenomena is one of those that makes no sense, and for quite obvious reasons. Sun halos have been observed on various occasions when atmospheric conditions are just right for their appearance. And this picture is showing this phenomena in all of its glory. But what about the sphere-shaped object below the sun? This image has been enhanced to show a clear perspective of what this may be. As you can see from the enhancement, it is not the moon, as some have suggested. So by eliminating the more obvious entities, such as the moon, from our observation, we then are left with determining what the object may be from an enhanced perspective. So, what are we looking at? Take a look at this. Here are two individual light sources visible above the horizon from opposite ends of the spectrum. Does this make any sense? Most certainly it provides further evidence that something is approaching the Earth. One of our Facebook fans captured extraordinary video footage of the second sun from Joshua Tree National Park at an elevation of 5,500 feet on February the 3rd. There has been a great deal of discussion on that brilliant star high in the southwestern sky each evening after sunset, where it has now been seen for many weeks, with Mars just to the upper left. Their locations have not changed a great deal in all this time, which therefore we can determine that their orbits have slowed down considerably. One of our Facebook followers, who happens to be an amateur astronomer, took this video footage of what is believed to be Venus on February the 5th. As you can see, the planet has become so bright that it is difficult to get a good capture. Something must be causing the dramatic increase in the luminosity of this planet, thus pulling it closer to the sun by the gravitational force of another large object in proximity. Like many of you, I have spent many hours observing the sky. It has been a passion of mine for a long time. Just last week, I was able to capture 2 light sources just as the sun was setting. I was fortunate enough to see this phenomena with the naked eye. It was a remarkable experience, but also one that is formidable and that foretells of troubling times for our planet. Have you noticed the color of the skies both at sunset and sunrise? Now seen in brilliant colors of red, purple, and pink. In all of the years that I have watched the horizon from my location, I have never seen such ominous skies. It is another of the many signs of what is to come. In closing, I want to share this image that was just recently published by a professional photographer. The image portrays many things. In one respect, it portrays the majestic beauty that is our world in all of its grandeur. But the image also portrays what can only be described as the calm before the storm, when at a time of reckoning, the heavens will open and send forth the great purifier to cleanse the earth for the betterment of all mankind. The signs that are given to us are provided for our benefit, that we may prepare the way. That is our mission. That is our purpose. Time is of the essence. Use it wisely, for it may help you in these troubled times.